welcome back to Mill Yard. Let me shut this thing off. My name is Bill. It's Solutions Forestry. It's about 5 o'clock at night up here in New England. It's kind of a nice day, cold. Got my campwood bin filled up, and I'm doing a little bit of a restoration to the milling area. So what I'm going to do is I got to move a pile of logs, show you around a little bit, show you what I did. I'm trying to get our backyard back for summertime here, and moving everything out back. I'm in the 650. We'll fire it up. I'll show you around. We're going to swap out the bucket for the forks, and we'll go with that. So a couple things. I got to run a T590 tomorrow, doing some landscaping for the new Veterans Center. And if you guys haven't seen the Lumber Capital Log Yard video yet, a couple observations really quick before I get into moving logs and stuff. I got most of the comments have been overwhelmingly positive. Lumber Capital Log Yard did comment and said, thank you. We're taking measures to protect ourselves, and we've got contingencies in place, so on and so forth. And like I said, overwhelmingly the comments were positive, and you had a couple of people that chimed in with bogus comments, just absolutely ridiculous, off the wall stuff, which I think is typical on social media. And the ones that were really, really off the wall, I mean, that looked like they took offense to me wanting Ken's family to be safe, I deleted. But one of the comments that came through over and over and over again was, why don't you mind your own business? Well, when I was thinking about it, so like if we say to like the troops or firefighters or police, if they're going to a scene, or athletes that are going overseas, say to the Olympics, to maybe, I don't know, Africa, or maybe the Middle East or South Korea, something like that, if we said to them, be safe, is that outside the bounds of saying to a group of people or wishing them safety? I don't really think it is. So, I think overwhelmingly the comments have been positive, and everybody's kind of, on board with me, and we'll just leave it at that. So, let's run the 650. Let's go move a pile of logs. I'll show you around the yard a little bit what I did, and hopefully the camera doesn't jump around too much. I know you're going to get some residual vibration, but let's get your view flipped around. We're going to throw on, actually I'll throw the fork so you don't need to watch that. Not anything outrageously cool. Just taking the bucket off right now. And I'll flip you around when there's something important to see. get these few logs split up. That'll be for the campwood bin. I'll probably leave them out here for now because I have no room in the campwood bin right now. But that'll change fairly quickly here with Memorial Day weekend coming up. In my area, people will be coming down for the summertime to open up all their cabins and, I mean, cottages. In my area, they're not really cottages. They're huge-ass colonials. You know, big monster 6-10 bedroom places. So they'll all be down to do that, and it's cold out still, so they'll be having fires out back, and family will be coming down. So my campwood bin will sell out pretty quick. So I will split up the rest of that. I'll leave it next to my own fire pit, and then what we have left for the campwood bin for the summer is that this big pile of slabwood over here. That big pile of slabwood plus, I don't know if you can see over here on the left-hand side, like right here, this pile of slabwood sitting on top of firewood too. So there's a lot here for the summer. I've got plenty of wood for the summertime. I am going to have to chip some of that pile eventually. I'll borrow a chipper from one of my tree guy buddies, I think. But anyway, I think this looks a lot better, taking that hole out of there and covering it with topsoil. And this will grow in with grass really quick. The log pile that we're going to get rid of is right there, so I will have nothing down here. I think we will start, these are all going up on the back 40. I'll show you in a minute. I'm going to start on this side. I think they got this kind of, I'm going to get you tilted down so you can see the forks. I don't know if I can keep you here or not. I'll try to keep you here. I think what's going to happen is get it as tight as I can, but I think the camera will creep down. So I got this little maple here. I'm going to get this out of the way. I'm going to end up using this as something to probably stack logs on. I'm just going to throw this in my firewood pile over here. This is all firewood and a couple of locust logs. This is all firewood on this side. That's all I've got to go. And we'll start with, we've got a pretty nice, looks like about a 14-foot pitch pine on the bottom here. We'll grab this one out of here first. It's kind of off center, so I'd see if I can get in underneath the middle of it. And this, the mill yard's going to look totally different. Oh wow, look at that. It's heavier on the other end. The mill yard's going to look totally different after I clean this out. Well, let's see if we can grab one more. This is going to be pretty heavy here because it's a pretty big log. See if the old 650 will take two of these pitch pines this big. These are probably, some a little bit there too. These pitch pines are probably, the whole pile's coming down. Damn it. These are big logs. The one that I'm trying to get in the second one here is probably a 16-footer, maybe even a little longer than that. It's probably a 20. Wow, I can't believe it's that heavy on the other end. Probably a 20+ inch. This thing must have been hung up on something. Hold on, I'm going to get it out where I can. Oh, maybe I can carry it like this. We'll try it like this. This thing's taking these two logs. These are big, big nice and even now. I think we're going to take this one up there by itself because it's so big. Like I said, this one's like 20 feet long, probably 24-inch log. Save this one for when I put my extensions on my mill. I want to hit the mill with it. Sneak around the mill. forks are pointing at right there. That's a nice log. The other ones here all kind of got their own little issues. So this one, maybe the big one behind it. Come on. Come on back. Alright, let's see if we get the big one. This one's kind of straight. Might have a bunch of good 2x4s in it or something like that. A couple of 4x4s or something. Get you guys out of this thing without shutting you off. I think we did good for an hour. Sounds like my neighbors are having a little party up there. Yeah, let's see how we'll be able to see it better walking over there. So now that whole log pile is gone, we get that whole area graded out, tapered up the hill better. Let's see if you can see that. This whole area is nice and flat now. Ready for some lumber storage. And I'm gonna have to pull what's good of the elm out of there, and that's all firewood right there. So I got a few elm logs in the trees here that are gonna have to come out of there and go up top. And then I'm gonna scrape this hillside down so that it's a smooth transition off into the woods. I got some stuff to cut up here. If you can see all that, those old white oaks that are downed right there. There's a couple maples in there too. And then get that all scraped down, get this whole pile moved so that this whole area looks more like this. Give you a view from a better angle here. Yeah, so we want to get that whole hillside all looking like that all through there. So we have some more room down here. And for now, go over here and put my drink down. Looks like we got us a lot more room here. So all the logs basically are up there. We got all that, and we did all this here too with organic, with black dirt out into the yard, tapered that all out nice and flat. So I just got to get that little firewood pile out of there, and we'll have our backyard back. A lot more room. Now we can come down the hill, we got a straight chop, don't have to go around that log pile and drive over my yard marker right there. So there's a marker there that's the thing in between the two lots. So we own this lot here too, but we want to make sure that anything that we do in this yard stays on this side. So that's pretty much it.